What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another movie review. Child's Play 2019, rated R, starring Gabriel Bateman as Andy Barkley, Aubrey Plaza as Andy's mom, Karen Barkley, and Mark Hamill as Chucky. Now, I don't normally check out reviews before I go see a film because I don't want any negative feedback to ruin my high expectations. However, when it comes to the Child's Play franchise, which debuted in 1988 with the original Child's Play, I was kind of expecting something more in 2019 with Child's Play, especially since it took us back to the original character, Andy. And Andy also plays a child in this movie. I assume that the remake would have been way much better 31 years later. I mean, they kept a similar storyline from the 88 version with just a few add-ons that still didn't do too much more for the film. This Andy, he's a little older than the Andy from the 88 film, but he wears a hearing aid in this Chucky, and he has friends. He also has a not-so-loving stepdad. And they live in an apartment building where everybody's pretty friendly and know each other. Now, this Andy, like I say, is a bit more older than the one from the 88 version. But he seems like the lonely type who seeks more love and attention from his mother, who can't seem to let go of this no-good man she's dealing with. And his mother, Karen, who works at the toy store, where the Chucky dolls will be making like this big debut and going on sale right on time for the Christmas holidays. His mom buys him the doll, and he wasn't really feeling the doll at first, and then it kind of grew on him. And as far as the killing in the movie, it didn't take long for the movie to like get where it was going. But I really didn't understand why was Chucky so quick to move from a loving, friendly doll to a psychopathic killer. Whereas in the 88 version, they gave us a serial killer, Charles Lee Ray, with the whole voodoo thing and hiding himself in a doll to avoid prison for all the killings that he had done. Whereas in 2K19 Chucky, this Chucky doll just become obsessed with the boy he hardly even knew. And why? Like, why would he? I mean, he didn't have a soul like the Chucky in 1988. And the sequel and so forth. We know in the older Chucky, this Chucky was becoming more lifelike, more human. Because when he would get injured, we would see blood and flesh and stuff like that, you know. So it's just different. It's just a different modern day Chucky that I just thought I would see more out of this doll. The older model was a bit more lifelike, and it just different from this doll. This doll is with it's just a new technology Chucky. It has like the big electronic eyes that changes from the colors from blue, and then when the doll gets angry and gets ready to go on its killing spree, the eyes will turn red. I don't know. I just wanted to feel a bit more excited for this movie than I did, and I just really couldn't get into it. I was a bit disappointed in this remake. I just think that they could have did a little better with it. Gabriel Bateman, he's a really good actor. The little boy who plays as Andy. And the other characters were pretty good. Even a newer model Chucky doll did good. I just wish the writers would have done more with this film than they did. I can't say that enough. They used a lot of technology that's similar to Alexa in this movie. And also the new style Chucky doll has a bigger size head. And the older doll had the big size head also, but this doll has a massive head. It has like a huge head and probably a little bit more in height. The doll is more robotic than the older model Chucky doll, and it's connected to this app that tracks your location your location, which reminds me of a lot of the way things are today. When you sign into certain apps on your phone and you have to give it permission to track your location, which is a bit creepy sometimes, especially when it catches you off guard and it notifies you of where you are and your whereabouts. And I'm like, well, how did my phone know that I'm in Walmart? Like, I've been getting that a lot, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I signed on to this, signed on to that, and gave this and that permission. Well, you see this a lot in this movie. I'm talking about like all the modern day technology. But it's so much about that, it took away from the horror of the film. That's what I'm saying. It just didn't really keep me. I don't know. But anyway, Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie 62%. I gave it a C minus just because it just didn't fulfill my expectations. So, if you all like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. And that's pretty much all I have for this review and recap of Child's Play 2019. As always, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.